Good afternoon, everyone. I am now be able to post on Facebook, but Facebook is not going to be my prime engineer to do my message. Like I stated before, I'm gonna post on YouTube and let it flourish from there. Let it take wherever it's going to go from that point. My home base is going to be on YouTube, but from time to time I will be putting things on Facebook like that. So I'm going to spread the message on all the medias that I can use for my advantage. This is reality, because if one media source decides to shut down, or some kind of problem they have, or if somebody wants to report to try to block me out in any kind of way because a certain topic doesn't fit them, well, you know what? So saying goes. You do your thing, which I see a lot of our brothers and sisters do their own thing, anyways. First and foremost, the sun rises. I am Chocolate AMUN-RA for those who don't know me, who just now, excuse me, getting on my post and watching for the first time. I do many different things throughout the whole entire day. You will literally, you won't miss me. If you don't see me videoing, if you don't see me posting, sharing, because I believe in sharing other people's work. That's one thing. I don't have an egotistical problem. I don't have that problem. If I see any brothers or sisters or gods or goddesses putting out information, and I think personally that is really good, I'm going to post it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we are in a free enterprise. It's just free. None of us is paying for it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get too personal. If you share some of the information, they get all, discombobulated for some apparent reason, or delusional, like, oh, I own the post. You don't. It's free. You understand? That's why they can cut us off anytime they want. We don't own it. The black community, the black race, we don't own it. Facebook is owned by someone else. So when you are on free media, anyone can get on and do what they want. Let's just get this straight. Let's put that out there. So for those who don't know that, it's just exactly what's going to happen. Now, I stated about a few ticks before, is that I put out a lot of things out throughout the whole day. I put different things out for different reasons, because everything don't satisfy everybody. And matter of fact, we're not going to be able to satisfy everybody anyways. This is not about being satisfied. This is not about your back being rubbed. This is not about he's not saying what I want him to hear. It's not about that. You got thousands and thousands of people who putting out different messages. We're all sending out, listen here, the bottom line is this. If you hear any black brothers and sisters that's sending out the message, it might sound different, but it's still the same. Basically, it's awareness of our black people. The black Nubian race is to wake up and be aware of ancient history. And who is ancient history? Ancient history is the black Nubian race. Point blank. Okay? Those who choose who not to want to follow their history, that is black, that is your prerogative. You lost, and you're going to stay lost. It's probably your tribe is the tribe that stripped off the old personality, took off the old African system, and then migrated themselves into the New World system. That's what you did. That's what your ancestors did. Because if you have not the descendant of African children over hundreds and hundreds of years, at least one or two from each generation or each family, if one have not woken up, that means your family is the one who did that. You didn't expect that for me to say that. Your family, excuse me, had to be the one who stripped themselves to not to know anything African. And listen here, to understand this is to tell you this. When it comes to a roof over your head, when it comes to food, people will do about anything to survive. They will do anything to survive. They'll drop their own family members. They would lose their children. People have done this. Y'all can sit up there, that's a bunch of bullshit. I'm telling you. If you look at history, and most of y'all don't like doing your research, okay? You don't even want to look at films or documents from history. You don't want to do that. All you want to do is go to church and do whatever you're going to do. But I'm going to get back to that. So many of y'all ancestors stripped off their African heritage to survive in the New World system. There's no way in the world so many black Nubian people at one time, in modern time, have taken away their spirituality. Why? I'm going to tell you this. First of all, I'm a 60s baby. Okay? I'm a 60s baby. First of all, I'm a 60s baby. Okay? Let's get that straight. So, what that tells me, I've seen the people in the 70s who used to already dress in daishiki. Daishiki ain't new. Daishiki is old. Kente cloth is old. These things is old. I've seen the brothers and the sisters, the Black Panther movement in the 60s, the clothes they wore, the war, and the things they were doing in that time for their community, for their black race. Let's don't get it twisted, please. Let's stop this, okay? So, if we go back 30, 40 years ago, the movement was more powerful. When they start giving jobs to a lot of black people, well, guess what? Eat, a place to live, money in their pocket, they ain't got to survive no more. We get a piece of the pie of this land. I have an opportunity to succeed my father, my great-grandfather. Well, that's what these people did. And they made sure that they stripped that spirituality, African system, out of their system. Then when they began to teach their children, Christianity or whatever religion that was available for them at the time. Because a lot of y'all know about the Jehovah's Witnesses. If you did any kind of documentary or I mean, not any documentary, if you did any research, if you did any research on Jehovah's Witnesses and all those other Christian institutions did not want black people around. I showed you evidence before. I showed you evidence, and I even wrote it down and put it on a piece of paper, how all these institutions that y'all in, these people, they want you in there. You have to understand that. But now y'all flourished, and some of y'all got your own churches, but are they your church? Is it a real black church? Are you backed up by white money? Because if you ain't backed up black-owned money, which means black banks, black money means y'all own your church. No white people have no John Hancock on any one of those papers that testified that they own pieces of that church or the bank, because it's called business. And if they own any piece of it, any money that you bring in, they got to get a part of that. So let's stop playing games, because a lot of y'all like You think you know what time it is, and you don't. Remember, one thing I do know, you don't do your research. Y'all can sit up here and quote books after books. But I want to get to part 2 on this one. Time consuming, I have to stop. This is Chocolate AMUN-RA. The sun rises. I'm coming right back at you.